Hey, welcome to it. It's a Saturday, and that means that I'm joined by my Russian bride today.
What are you talking
That
about?
you look so Russian.
Russian?
You big black jacket,
I'm freezing.
blonde hair. I'm colorblind. Eye color is what?
Blue, you fool.
Blue eye, blonde hair, big black jacket. My Russian bride. My big fat Russian bride.
No, it's because the jacket over the jacket is making me look bulky.
Why are you so? It's actually quite a nice day after last weekend.
No, it's going to be a nice day, but it was chilly on the way in, and I'm still cold. I feel the cold a lot, and so I've already got a jacket on underneath. But Mike was kind enough to lend me another one.
Mike who?
Mike, your friend Mike.
Mike Jones.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that was very
So he
nice
lent
of him
you.
because he lent me this one. And he actually said if you were feeling cold, there's a thing here that he says you can wear as well to keep you warm.
I'm not feeling cold at all.
Are you sure?
I'm feeling
He
cold
said-
towards you and him right now. I can't believe it. You did this about 6 weeks ago. You
I
arrived
was
here in a
cold.
Sharks jersey, and now you're sitting here in a Sharks jacket.
I thought it was kind of him. I really did. He's so sweet, actually. Because sometimes he doesn't notice that I'm cold, but this time he was like, no, take this. And also for Jeremy, so he can wear it, because apparently his team's playing this afternoon. And they did very well last weekend, apparently. They played against the Cheetahs, which isn't the same as the Pumas. I thought they were the same thing, because like Cheetahs, Pumas, I thought it was like a double namey thing, but apparently it's not. Like, you know when you get the Pirates and the Buccaneers, and it actually is the same thing, but apparently they're different teams. Who knew? And yeah, he gave me so much information, like the last time that Werner Koch person did really well. And that there's a guy, he says, you might know him, Jem, called Dean Richardson. Apparently he's a young and blonde guy.
You've got crib notes on your hand again.
Yes, because I don't know all the people's names. And he says he's young and blonde, and that I might like looking at him, but he says he played very well at Shaka. Oh, flanker. There we go.
You can't even read your own handwriting.
Well,
on
no,
your
because
own
I've
hand.
sweated it off.
Well, take that top off then. You won't be sweating.
No, because I'm still cold. My hands are sweaty because I was rubbing them together. Anyway, the other thing he told me, which I thought was quite exciting, I didn't know this, but do you know there are 9 Sharks players in that side that's playing against the British and Irish Lions? Yeah. He says there are 9 and they're very good. And he said there's only 1 Lions player. And I asked if it was because all the teams had to have a representative. Like at school, you know, it's fair that every house has to like have a person. And some of the houses that do better at one thing, you know, like I know in debating when I was at Lourdes, which was Blue House, we used to like always get a lot of people in the debating team because we were like the intellectual house. So I was wondering if maybe like you just had, stop it, wake up. The guy's name's apparently Elton Jankees, is that right? From our side that we've lent to go overseas?
What are you talking about?
Because there's a lion in the overseas side.
What do you mean in the overseas side?
No, man, the ones that are playing the overseas people.
So you don't call it the overseas side.
What do you
it's the
call it?
Springboks.
Well, that's the same thing. Like, these are the local sides, the Sharks and the Pumas and the
Springboks
and the
play in
Lions
South Africa as well. They're playing at the moment in South Africa.
I don't understand why we have a team called the Pumas, because like a lion we have, you know, a cheetah we have. And I don't think we have Pumas in this country. Why didn't they just call them the leopards?
Why don't you
What?
not come on this show and try and talk rugby? Because you know jack shit about rugby.
You are so rude. You don't know a lot about rugby either. Otherwise, you'd support a team that sometimes won something. Do you know Mike was showing me the table this morning and you're right at the bottom, number 7. You're number 7. And the cheetahs are above you, which is embarrassing, really, a cheetah above a lion. And the Sharks are right at the top. Go fish!
Do you know how many different types of fish there are in South Africa?
No, how many different types of fish are there in South Africa?
Well, you get fish. You get normal fish. Like here in Gauteng, you go out to a fish restaurant.
We don't just say, "How can I have fish?"
Well, you go to a fish restaurant.
Right.
If you go to the same restaurant
Yes.
in Durban,
Yes.
where those wankers come from,
The sharks. Yes.
then,
You get sharks.
no,
Oh, okay.
you get fish.
Fish.
Because that's how they say it in Durban. No, I swear they do. Don't go like her. They do.
And what are they?
Should we
Okay.
go out for fish tonight? Eh?
I bet they don't.
They do.
If you're from Durban, please leave a comment underneath this video. I bet they don't.
I'm telling you now they do. Fish. And then you get to Cape Town, you get fish.
That is not true.
That is true, Mrs.
When I was at the Burger and Lobster and I had a King Clip burger, it was King Clip.
Yeah, but that's a king clip. That's for Lani people like you, madam.
So nice.
I'm talking about just normal fish. You see?
Okay, so what do they call
It's
it?
the same as in Durban where you get fish.
So what do you do in PE
You also
then?
get fish in Durban, and you also get a burrowing fish.
What?
A burrowing fish.
What is that?
It's when you're fishing, hey, Lani, like you're fishing there in Durban,
Yeah.
and then you see the bloke coming down the beach and all,
Yeah.
and you know that guy, because you know everybody in town.
Oh my word.
You know that guy. He's from fisheries, sea fisheries, inspector. Eh?
Okay.
And then what you do, you take your shed and you make it a burrowing shed. Just stick it underneath the sand.
Okay.
It's called a burrowing shed.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, then you
What's
just
a
put it
shad?
there. It's a type of fish. And then the sea inspector comes along and he says, hey, Lani, so what's happening? Catching anything? No, nothing. Won't believe it, nothing. And there you got like 8 burrowing shed underneath your feet. Hey, that's the way to do it in Durban, where you get fish, as opposed to Cape Town. Now let's come back to your King Clip burger. Firstly, you don't eat King Clip on a burger.
Oh, no,
A
it was
burger,
amazing.
a burger is reserved for meat patties,
No, it was
not
delicious.
fish.
With a little tiny bit of like, it was like coleslaw, but with a tiny, tiny bit of wasabi mayo. And they toasted the bun. And it was a brioche bun. It's delicious.
A burger is a burger. It's not a fuss burger, man.
It's a King Clip
You don't understand Cape Town. Nothing, madam. Nothing do you understand about Cape Town.
I do understand
What?
that at the Burger and Lobster, you get a King Clip burger.
King Clip burger.
But you have to get someone else to buy it for you because it's very expensive. So you must make sure somebody's taking you out for dinner that owes you dinner because it's 195 Rand and not a chance. of
See,
taking
that's
it.
what I said. It's for Lani's, man.
Anyway.
It's for Lani people. not
Was this
for-
your joke? Was this your pathetic joke because you haven't been able to go to... Well, actually, no, you have been able to go to the Rose this
Yes,
week.
yes.
If that was your joke and you've been able to go to the Rose, you should be ashamed of
Wasn't
yourself.
my joke.
What's your joke?
Went into the Rose on Wednesday.
Right?
And somebody said to me, hey, that was really nice because they tried the Nkomazi buttermilk fried chicken
Oh,
that
yes, yes,
Chef
yes.
Martin did
Yes,
last
week.
Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's doing a creamy beef stroganoff this Sunday, which
Hungry
sounds
now.
astoundingly good.
Hungry now.
And he said, because Chef MLK, if you didn't watch that episode, you can go back on the previous ones and go and watch it. He was standing, because he's in Austria at the moment, and he was standing on the slopes of the ski run that he and I go to when we're there together, Vandenberg in the Lungau Valley. But it's summer there now, so it's beautiful. Sam, did you watch that episode?
Just thinking of you skiing.
It's not a pretty sight.
Must be like a giraffe on a sled.
No, it's a giraffe that turns into a huge ball of white.
At the end, when you get to the bottom of
Yeah.
the slope, they just stick sticks in you, and that's the snowman for the day. Sorry, carry on.
So,
Yes, I did see the episode.
I mean, the beautiful grasses and flowers behind him going up the up to the top of Funnenberg. And one of the guys at the Old Rose down in Petervale said, that reminded me of a joke I heard once. I said, what was it? He said, it was during the ski season.
Okay.
I said, yes. And he said, these two guys were out skiing in Funnenberg.
Okay. So not South Africans?
No.
Okay.
And both of them were dyslexic.
Okay.
So they go right to the top of Funnenberg and they take the long slope down.
Okay. You look like a deflating balloon. I'm just waiting for you to go.
And they eventually get to the bottom and they around.
Okay.
And they stop.
They land.
They pull their glasses up. There's a guy standing there and he's been watching them come down. And the one says to him, so how was that, sir? And the bloke said, yeah, it was very, very good, yeah. Very good skiing.
Yeah.
And the guys, the one of the two skiers says, yeah, but we have a problem because I don't know why they're both German or Austrian and they're speaking to each other in English.
I know, but never
anyway,
mind.
for the purposes
For the purpose of the joke,
so
yes.
everyone can understand.
Of course, yes.
They say, yeah, thank you very much for saying we are very good skiers, but we are dyslexic, the two of us. So please can you tell us when we were coming down the slope,
Yes.
this is important to Germans and
Sure,
Austrians,
sure.
were we zig-zagging or were we sag-sicking?
Okay.
Because we are not sure, because we
Okay.
are dyslexic.
Right.
And the guy at the bottom says, oh, it is pointless you ask me, because I'm a tobogganist. And
Okay.
the other guy says, oh, that's good. Can I have a packet of Camel Mild, please? I got it off.
That was so silly. Okay, so you got me to laugh, right?
Yes, right.
So can I get you to say, go Sharks? No?